Hello, man. I'm not sure what the message of the video or the moral is going to be here, but it's just a realization that I had that is very scary, a little bit sad, a little bit fucking existentially depressing or whatever, and I just wanted to get it out of the way. So, what is this thought? It's the fact that evil people, or people who do really shitty things, like really bad things to you, can feel good while doing it, and also can feel good in other parts of their life. Think, for example, I'm going to save this part for later because it may get demonetized, but think, for example, there's like, I don't know, a Viking raiding group in like some Middle Ages, fucking middle of nowhere in Europe, and they raid a village. They do unspeakable things to the people, burn the village to the ground, and they go home and they feel fucking good about it. And that's just such a crazy thought to me because I don't know, it's just so I mean, that's what being a barbarian is. It's fucking assholery, you know. But from their perspective, it's not. From their perspective, it's fine. Like, yeah, we conquered the land, whatever else. And it's a very, very scary thought. Now, since it's been over a minute, I think that's when like the demonetization thing kind of stops watching for no words. The Nazis, a bunch of Nazis were like weren't punished for their fucking crimes, bro. Because like when the war ended, a bunch of the soldiers just like went back. And to be in that society, to be in the middle of that society, and you're just like the same people who would have taken you to the camps just a bit ago are now like roaming free, have the same rights as you, have the same whatever, and that's like really fucked. So when people say the world is cruel, the world is whatever, this is kind of what they mean. Is that humans can be like real fucking assholes, real pieces of shit, and not get not get like a kind of just like revenge or whatever, like get their punishment guaranteed or whatever. It's like they don't always get the bad thing that's coming to them. And maybe, yeah, like, I don't know, if in the afterlife perhaps they get punished accordingly, they get whatever the fuck. I don't know what happens then. But that's just super, super scary that, like, while we're on this planet, while we're here on Earth, that man, someone can be a real asshole to you and your family and like do unspeakable things, and like they themselves, like their mentality, like they could probably feel good about it or like feel good while doing it, and that's just like, oh, that's really gross. That's really, I don't know. I don't want you to associate this thought with me. It's just, I don't know, kind of an intrusive thought I had and wanted to share because, man, it just kind of freaked me out, made me a little sad to think about. So, what does this mean? This means that we have to really keep on top of our shit, really strive, really struggle to protect ourselves and our loved ones in whatever way that may be, just like being, being kind to them and also being kind to others. And I don't know, if we make a joke at someone's expense, we may not think it's that big of a deal. Like, I know for a fact. Okay, in school, here's a story. In school, a couple of days ago, like last week, I said some like kind of rude ass comment. It's like, so it wasn't a statistics class, and we were doing like raise your hand if you want to participate in this, because there were different roles for this like kind of assignment. And I said, like, if you don't raise your hand, you're fucking stupid or something. And the, like, oh, or no, it was raise your hand if you want to if you don't want to participate. And I said, if you raise your hand, you're fucking stupid. Like, knowing that probably everyone was gonna raise his hand, and everyone except for this one quiet kid didn't raise their hand. Sorry, not raise their hand. I mean, so the only person who raised their hand was this one quiet kid who doesn't really talk to many people. He's really smart, but he doesn't really talk to anyone. So he just kind of like reluctantly put his hand up, and everyone fucking laughed at my joke. And I'm like, ooh, I feel like a real asshole. So after that lesson, I went up to him and I was like, hey, I'm not gonna say his name right now, but it's like, hey, your name. I'm really sorry about that. I didn't think you were gonna raise your hand. I didn't think anyone was gonna raise their hand. I probably shouldn't have blurted things out like that. I sometimes just tend to say things without thinking about them. I'm sorry. And he was like, oh no, it's okay. I didn't take any offense to it. But he seemed like visibly happier after I said it, obviously, because I mean that's still an assholey thing of me to say. And now I'm gonna think about that, and moving forward, I'm just not gonna blur things out like that because it's just mean. And it's just these little things, right? These little things that once you get to like certain level of like perceived social ladder hierarchy, whatever cringe fucking term you want to use, but that's very real in places like high school. It's like the motherfucker puts his leg up on the table, but basically, if you're in like a pretty comfortable place, like some people like you, some people don't like you, but it's like you're not at the very, very, like you don't feel like complete shit about yourself. You may make fun of people to like retain that, or somehow to I just said to living in how it feels to talk about Skibidi Toilet in the age of Faktua, but I digress. So if you're in this place where like there are some people who you couldn't perceive as being fucking below you, it's like you can belittle them, you can be mean to them. Just don't fucking do it, dog. Because even if it's not that big of a deal, like to you, and even if it's just like a one-off comment to them, it may matter a lot. And if you do it, no problem. If your heart's in the right place, you can just go apologize later. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you because holy fuck, in the past, like people say, oh, the West has fallen, modernity, whatever, modernity's bad, bro. At least we're fucking safe. If you live in like the U.S., UK, Western Europe, whatever else, like oh, it's a nice plane. Like the cool parts of East Asia, it's like, man, you're protected, and you're probably not gonna get like invaded by some foreign fucking adversary who's gonna like kill everyone, and like feel great about doing it. So it's like, man, that's just so fucking gross, and that's why you really need to. I don't know. I think, as a man, just ensure the people around you are taken care of, the people around you are well off, and those who you're responsible for, including yourself, are well off. Because some people really don't care about you, and some people really want to fucking see you get hurt and want to do the hurting themselves. And to me, it's not a new realization, but it kind of just settled in recently of how scary that is. So that's what I wanted to share. Hopefully you can take something away from that. Thank you very much. Subscribe for more insights like this and also more polished videos. Peace.